Okay, check it out, man. This show is Trin3Swift, man. We're live on Feed Me Hit, sponsored by Fat Boys. Everybody knows Fat Boys. Who we here with?
Trinity from Nashville.
Ooh. Oh, we out here from Nashville. How many hours is that?
Like almost 9. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is a special occasion, you see what I'm saying? So, you know, we had to take you to Mr. Fry's. We was just here the other day, we was trying, you know, they had these teriyaki, hibachi fries, bussin'. They had like an assortment of different wings and shit like that.
Okay.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what y'all be eating in Nashville?
I guess my go-to spots, I would say 3Peat's food truck. He does vegan food. That's my uncle, by the way. But yeah, good food. Like he does fries and shit like that, but it's all vegan. And you wouldn't necessarily tell the difference. Germantown Pub, I like their wings. And they also got a 5 salmon sandwich. I'm trying to think, where else do I just go to on the regular? Shit. Aladdin's, I love their wings too. It's a hookah spot though. It's real chill. Like, I fucks with them heavy.
So how long you been doing music?
I would say I've been playing the instrument since I was about 6.
She was 6?
Yeah, I started playing guitar first. Yeah, guitar, bass guitar, keyboard. I played trumpet through middle school, high school, and college. Yeah, I played in the band at TSU and some other shit. But I started producing when I was 13.
So I had met you out in Cali, bro. Crazy. What the fuck was you doing out there?
So when I was at TSU, they had started a program during our May semester called the Music Business Accelerator course. And in short, they just brought in different types of people with different, like a variation of job titles within the music industry.
Yeah.
And just actually gave us a resource to talk to these people. So like through that connection and like staying in touch with everybody, one of the sponsors of the program was called BMAC, which is Black Music Action Coalition. So stayed in contact with them. I was able to go to LA for Grammy Week.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool, yeah, it was a good time.
You meet anybody cool out there? I was running to everybody that week. Yeah, no cuts.
Yeah.
Which events you went to?
But I went to the Spotify event. That's where I met you.
That was lit. Did you see Ice Spice?
I did.
Yeah. Bro,
I got to, man, I'm so upset because my phone died a little bit after like I met y'all. My phone died. So Austin from Austin and Allie was right behind us, and we just chopping it up and talking and shit. But I don't have no proof of that.
Man.
Cause I couldn't take a picture. I got a picture with Callie though.
You know Snowfall?
Who?
The movie, the TV show Snowfall?
Oh, yeah.
What's the name? The black dude.
Yeah, he was right behind Austin.
Yeah, on God. Yeah, I was sitting here, bro, we watching Ice Spice perform and shit. I turned, I'm like, oh, hell.
What, Dancing Idris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see his ass, I was like, oh shit, I had to go get a picture and shit. I know he was like, bro, this nigga. Bro, I see him.
Cause everybody,
I'm like, bro.
Cause everybody was sneaking over to that side, cause that was VIP. Me, my black ass, I was staying put, like.
Nah, I got in that VIP. I was in there, goddamn.
My whole little group that I came with got into that motherfucker. But shit, everybody I wanted to talk to was right where I was at, so there was no point in me just trying to sneak over there. What, to just sit on the couch?
We went over there for a little bit, and then we went to the bar. I was telling everybody, like, it's an open bar, so we was out there
like,
fucked up.
Legit. You can get as many drinks as you want. You gotta put yourself on the limit.
What was like the best slider you had out there? You know, because you remember they was walking around with a little plates of food and shit. Like.
Yeah. I would say the salmon was pretty good. And then I actually did try the cauliflower little chicken bites. They were decent. I think I just like the buffalo sauce on them more than anything.
Yeah.
But
I feel like if I was like into food, but I wasn't really trying shit.
I'm not gonna lie, every event we went to that was set up like that, the food wasn't like the best shit in the world. Like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Ooh, it's my food. Thank you.
So tell me what you got.
Okay, cause
We need to do the unboxing.
Honestly, I'm excited about this more than anything. I haven't eaten since like 6 yesterday. Okay, so we got the honey garlic joint with chicken instead of steak, with fries, cheese, and the honey garlic sauce, and sauteed shrimp,
Right,
and fried chicken.
Go ahead, let me see something. Put a fork out.
Yeah.
You know, Tennessee food better than our food.
Yeah. Let her be
You
the
know,
judge, man.
that's not an off the wall statement. I haven't tried it yet to say yeah, but
Before you rate it, before you eat it, give us a rating of what you think it's gonna be.
what I think it's gonna be.
On presentation.
Hopefully, like at least like over a 7. As long as it's above a 7, we cool. Like, yeah. Okay, we're gonna try the fried chicken first. It's hot. I love this sauce though.
So like, y'all just dropped the tape, right?
About to.
Yeah, that's super hard. Produced completely by you?
Yeah, so all the beats are me, and then they're all different artists from Nashville. So it's like, yeah, people from different areas. Some even like not necessarily natives, but like they're residents. So it's like 3 people from Memphis on the project. But yeah, all Tennessee folks.
And how did you like come across like the people you wanted to put on there? Was it
So
like hand selector to kind of just like happen?
okay, so it's kind of a mix of a lot of things. So when I first thought of making the project, it was actually a long time ago. It wasn't like really recent. My first artist that I was working with, his name is Sean Velli. He happened to pass away. So I was trying to find like a creative way to like market his music post like him passing. So I was like, shit, it would be cool like to introduce him on a project with other people, especially since like the reason why I opened up the studio was because of my first artist. And like the reason why I kept it open is because like it doesn't have to be just for him. Like I can be of service to other people in Nashville that need a good place to record at like a decent price. So like I took that concept into mind, and then I thought about like the artists I like to listen to that's from Nashville, because there's quite a few artists that like I genuinely just support. Even if it's not like I know them personally, I still just happen to listen to their music and stuff and keep up with what they got going on. So I first reached out to the people I know, and then I reached out to like everybody else in between, like just sending cold DMs. Like I don't even know this nigga from a can of paint, but like let me hit you up, see if you willing to work. And honestly, everybody says.
Yeah, that's super hard. That's super hard. So how long you been DJing?
So DJing has been since 23, and I started DJing because I was doing drunk karaoke at a spot, and like I was tired of paying a DJ. I was like, I could figure out how to do this myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's how that came to be.
So what was the first like DJ equipment that you bought?
Honestly, I had a friend that wanted me to teach her how to DJ because she just figured I knew how to DJ, which honestly, besides playing on my phone, I didn't. So like I found a DJ pad at a pawn shop. Like
What brand was it?
Pioneer.
Okay.
I think it's like a DJ 400 or something. It's something.
Yeah.
But yeah, funny enough, the board that I got was actually an old TSU DJ. So it's like kept in the family because we're both TSU alums.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what's up. As far as like DJing, you said you started out doing karaoke, so you start venturing out doing other things. Like, what opened the gates for that? You know what I'm saying?
So I was bartending at a spot. They just was looking for extra stuff to bring people in, and like I was thinking like it would be cool to have like a college night, and what's not better than drunk karaoke. At the time, like it wasn't necessarily a thing for like the younger crowd. Like they had drunk karaoke for like 25 and up, even 30 and up, 40 and up. But like that college range is kind of like the only thing you have to offer is like late night parties, house parties, and maybe like park events. So like just trying to do something different for the folks that was of age to drink and shit. So I did that for a second. It was a pretty cool experience. But after that, the lady that owned the spot, she started asking me to just do their Saturday nights and stuff like that. Instead of just doing the karaoke, now I'm actually doing a night on the weekend. And then like that opened it to doing like, I've done poetry nights and stuff like that, showcases, different performances, weddings, hella weddings, surprisingly. An airport parking opening, all types of shit. Like I stay busy.
Yeah. When you first got your first board from the pawn shop, did you think you would take it that far?
No, not for real. Like, I treat DJing like a hobby because, like, I already produce, I already manage artists. Like, I still work a 9 to 5. Like, I wasn't trying to add other shit on my plate. But it's been cool, like, just seeing where it takes me and not being, like, hesitant and just accepting the offers.
So you like a producer first?
Yeah, I started producing when I was 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Program.
Logic.
Okay. Ain't got a lot of Logic fans out there. But guess who's one too? This guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, you a Logic fan?
Yeah,
I know you're not. But y'all got it over there, and I love it. I was so shocked because you know anything about Acid Pro?
Mm-mm.
So that's another one. You so producer wise too, you make beats of course.
Mm-hmm.
So you Fruit Loop too?
Mm-mm.
You straight Logic, right?
Straight Logic.
Telling people, bro, you can make and compose beats on Logic, like just like with Fruit. It just don't look like it's a different way to each his own for sure.
Yeah, like, I don't know. We can get hooked up on the process, or we could just think about what comes out of it. And like, if it's good music, like, you can't be upset that they made it on Logic or they made it on FL.
Right.
It's all love, you
I
know.
think you're right. I feel like it comes down to like personal preference.
I think you're right. It comes down to like personal preference. But I feel like when it comes to like audio engineering, though, like there's like, because I started on Logic, audio engineering, and then I moved to Pro Tools. There's like a significant difference, like in terms of like the loudness. It's almost like really I can tell the difference when somebody made a beat on like a different program than FL Studio, like, or if like they use like one of those pads that like you press it and it like tss, like
Oh, like
pads.
a beat. Yeah.
I could hear it because like the hi-hats hit at a different like
It's very true. And then like with beat machines and stuff like that, typically they hit a little bit harder, like they're a little bit more sharp. And it's just how they're designed. Like, I don't know, I like beat machines. They're pretty cool. I want an older one. Like, yeah.
What is your number one inspiration as far as production?
I mean, like, what gets me like making beats and stuff.
Like, whose beats, whose beats more or less influence you to,
I would say like my top 2, and I gotta say 2 instead of 1, just because I can't really choose between the 2. But like Kanye West and Dr. Dre, but like Kanye West like in his younger days, and the same with Dr. Dre. Like, I like samples a lot, so since I like samples and stuff, like I really like what they did and how like it takes a second for you to figure out what Kanye West even did with a song. And like Dr. Dre, he keeps it simple, but it still sounds so complex. So like I like the yin and yang of it.
Yeah, and you brought us to samples, so we listened to a couple songs off the project. You played some shit for us, and one of the songs stuck out to me. I can't remember the name of it, but it was the one I said it was my favorite one.
Say Yes.
Say Yes? Oh yeah, yes, with the Say Yes sample. That was hard, by the way. Yeah, I don't think I ever heard anybody do that. So like, if y'all copying shit, you know what I'm saying? She did it first. You know what I'm saying? We heard her version first. But back to sampling. Do you feel like songs go harder nowadays off of samples, or more originality?
I feel like it just depends on the type. Cause I like sampling, but I like for it to sound somewhat original. Like, it can't sound like I just completely copied the beat. Like, for example, I do have one song on the project. It's Anniversary. Anniversary sounds just like Tony. Like, it just makes sense for what the moment was. But like in other cases, like Say Yes, I kind of like, you could tell I use instruments with some of that. It wasn't completely just the song. And like, I think that's what makes sampling unique nowadays, is being able to like have that sample but still show that you can have some type of original creativity with it. And like, original works are always cool. Like, one, it makes life easier when it comes to publishing and like getting shit put out there. But like, I don't know, just because of like my taste in music, my first love is sampling. So it makes my life harder, but I think there can be a uniqueness to it.
Yeah, I always thought with like sampling beats, like this is just from my personal opinion, like I feel like if you sample something from a certain time, you get the right artist on it, it can connect the age ranges. People that's older, 40, they can relate to the song because of the sample, and people that are younger that don't even know where the sample came from, they fall in love with an original sound that worked.
And like,
it was like a working recipe. So
I'm real strict on like telling, like my stance on like samples and even how hard that process is when it comes to clearance is like, I feel like when you have a good song that's been promoted well and it has a good representation of the sample, it doesn't just help the new artists, it helps the old artists, because automatically they're not going to just listen to the new song, they're going to listen to the old one too. Like, say as for example, every once in a while you'll hear me like listen to that song and then listen to Flow Trip. Both got paid. So it's just like, damn, like, show some love, because we helping you out too. It's free marketing at the end of the day.
You know, a lot of artists that, you know, once their hit song from back in the day slow down, a new person can sample it and bring it back to life. So I do agree.
We've been on Fat Boys. We went non-Turk. Like, how was you liking the non-Turk?
The non-Turk, I fucks with it.
Describe the feeling.
It's more like it's like, I wouldn't, like, in a way euphoric, but like, I don't know if euphoric is the word that I want to use, but like, it's chill. Like, I'm chill. I also got the munchies though, so like, I can eat, I can move around, but I know I'm high.
Yeah.
And I like that. Versus like, you know, when you too slumped,
You just get sedated, like.
yeah, I don't want to fall asleep after the first wood. That sucks. I didn't do nothing.
Full Turp in the air now. We going Turp in the air now.
No.
Bruh, you was just smoking Terps last time, bruh.
I think I saw your video on
Where I said,
Instagram.
oh, we smoking spray.
He did say he smoked spray, right?
I mean, bro, I spread misinformation all the time. I live to spread misinformation. I am the king of gaslighting.
And then we went to Mr. Fry's.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, that gave me the itis. Just a little.
Yeah.
But I got chicken and shrimp, honey garlic fries.
Did you get to try the wing?
I did try wing.
Yeah. Did you like the wings?
Cool. Yeah, they was sticky, but they was cool.
Yeah.
Fuss with them.
Yeah. Real saucy and shit.
Yeah, and I also got the apple cobbler. That was cool. I fuss with that. Y'all fucked it up.
They like hand make their sauce back there or something like that.
For real? That's why.
That's what they say.
They just pouring all that honey in there.
You wanna know how they say where they get their sauce from?
Where?
I gotta kill you if I tell you. Yeah. Get like that, Mr. Fries.
I believe you.
So that's what they told you?
Yeah, that's what they told me, but yeah.
Still alive.
Yeah. Shit. So tell me about something about like Nashville. Like, is
I love my city. Like,
Nashville music? Like, are there like artists that are like thriving in the area, or do you feel like it needs to work?
I mean, like, when it comes to people that are popping right now, I would say like our top 3 of like you'll see on the internet is probably 2 Live Breed. Like, that's in the younger age group. Like, although the OGs are cool, like we're talking about people our age, I would say 2 Live Breed. Well, I'll say 4 people: Lotus, Deja McBride, and Tim Gent. Like, those are the people you would see on the internet most of the time, like, of just doing their thing, actually like being able to be legit with it and make money off of music, which is always cool. I would say like some of my also like favorite to mention would probably be like SOS Hambo. I fucks with his music outside of him being on this project. Like, I've been following him probably the longest out of all the people outside of like the 2 artists I work with.
So, like, being that you like DJ Khaled, this whole tape, like you made the beats and you picked and selected the artists, all that good stuff.
DJ Khaled, she Dr. Dre'd it.
Oh, she Dr. Dre'd it.
DJ Khaled,
Yeah.
DJ Khaled don't do nothing.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, he low-key don't though.
Damn. You know, I had a little hope that he made at least some of the beat, or at least like executive producer. Like, yeah, that sound good.
I think that
He
nigga.
say that sound good.
I think he called the niggas to come pull up to the studio. Like, Yeah, but all right, being that you just Dr. Dre the tape and shit, like, all right. So how do you like get your artists to help you market it?
So,
And is that even important, or does it kind of just push itself, or?
Okay, so we're about to start marketing actually, and like the pre-marketing part of it, of like getting all the content together and stuff. Like it was cool when it was studio. So like a lot of the content that we have is just me documenting every step of us recording the project itself. So like from last June to like this April, we were just recording everything. So like that part was easy. Getting like everybody in one room all at once can sometimes be difficult, but like hitting them up and being like, hey, I need you to do this certain task, and like doing it individually, while it does take time because it's like 13 people on a project.
Do you feel like you need a videographer, or is like the videographer not really like essential on the team?
So I have
scale of 1 to 10, how essential is the videographer?
I paid him the most.
Okay.
Like, just to be real, I'm actually switching videographers. Like, I appreciate the first person I worked with. Like, he really, like, he was willing to work with the craziness of the schedule and shit like that. But I started working with my line brother, and like, I wanted to work with him to begin with. He went to film school. Like, he really wants to get into like the cinematography realm versus just videos. Yeah. And like that was kind of important when it comes to documenting this whole entire thing, because I wanted to look like a documentary for like, I want to be able to present it to people and be like, this is the story. Yeah.
Okay. I feel that. So now I feel like a lot of times like finding a videographer that's like invested into your story and your goddamn.
It's a hard. Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Without saying too much, because one thing I won't do is mouth anybody on the internet. It's a very hard process to find somebody that completely gets your vision versus it's cool with being like financially invested. Well, not even financially invested. That's not the word I want to use. Like more like an employee. Most like when you got to tell them what to do all the time versus like they just get the vision and you don't have to say too much. Yeah. That's hard to come up with. Like I learned a valuable lesson of like just making sure you have everything written down, like having a shot list, having an itinerary of just like everything you want to be captured. Because that's, if you just hiring somebody to get some shit, you need to make sure they got the whole picture versus like leaving them to their own demise.
I hate cause I shoot videos, so I hate when people tell me this. They pull up and shoot, bro. I be like, what do you want? Like, do you want like a shot of like
but what at least you ask. Yeah. And I guess that's the other thing, like having that person that's willing to like ask those questions and like also being able to take notes themselves. Like I don't mind talking all fucking day, but sometimes it's hard to like sit down and actually go in front of a computer. Yeah. I do 1,000,001 things.
Literally. Right, no cap. Would you ever get into streaming?
I'm actually trying to get into that. So like I'm about to move, and part of it I want to get a camera so I can just place it in the studio and like just Twitch that shit every single time we about to go live.
This is like literally what he like does. Let me
Hello. Professional streamer here. Yeah. So I've been pushing the, and I don't know what incentive he needs, but he needs an itinerary as well and a mounted camera in there in the studio, okay, and out here for the producer, even though he produces himself. But this guy right here were to stream, just like you said, just Twitch, hit live when you got a session going.
Literally, just press the button. Like I do it with DJing now already. Like I'll just go on Twitch real quick. Yeah. Just during my session, because I hate going on Instagram Live, so I do Twitch.
Do you add that as a service as well?
For like just going on Twitch and doing those like.
Yeah, when people pull up.
See, I've been thinking about it. I actually I recently connected with, I think it's Cool Beats. I think it's KB.
KB, that's my dog. You want to know something crazy?
What?
Let me see. Crazy story about KB. That was my first roommate when I moved to Atlanta.
Oh shit.
How the fuck did you run into KB?
So.
Well, we know the same people. Okay, you know Juddy and them, huh? How the fuck did you run into KB? We want to know.
Okay, so like to make a long story short, I dated his cousin at one point in time. So like, I asked his cousin, "Yo, I would like to get in contact with this person. Could you do me a solid?" And he was nice enough to say, "Yeah, here's his contact." So that's how I got in touch with KB.
What the fuck?
The world is a small fucking place, man.
All right, you wanna know something crazy? Okay, all right. So he used to own a business where we have our studio right here. And when he came here, he was like, "What the fuck? Like I have like crazy." It'll be a super lot then.
Yeah.
We met KB in 2 totally different goddamn ways. That was wild. I ran into him. I had just moved to Atlanta. It was like my first person I was shooting with. We had shot, fucking boom. And since then, like he was looking for somebody else to move in with too. So I was like, fuck it. We just got. We both were doing the same shit. And goddamn, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the stuff that like I do in my studio, like shit, soaked up game from him. Real nigga, like for sure.
Honestly, like I love watching his page. Like that shit's inspirational for us. It's like, oh shit, I never thought about doing some shit like that. And like we're all in different places, so it's not like we all knocking on each other. I don't mind like saying KB is the reason why I started streaming and like producing and doing that shit. Cause like it made sense. And like that's a cool little outlet and Nashville don't got it.
Yeah, that's super hard.
And one day, Tris is gonna say those exact words. Cuz bruh's the reason why I got into streaming. Okay. And he's gonna thank me. At least a year later.
Oh, really? It's crazy though. Stream is lit though. We're gonna do a 24-hour stream.
Today?
Shit, soon.
Okay. I just hope it wasn't today.
Right now, right now we like we just cooking up ideas and shit. We trying to plan it out because we wanted it to be something big. We wanted it to be something that like sparks like a change. We want people to start streaming and being content creators.
For sure.
So sometimes
it's a cool little way.
Yeah, like, sometimes you gotta just show people. You know what I mean? It's like life is about like knowing how to do things. You know what I mean?
So, and I know this is gonna be very random and a little off topic, but when I think of Nashville, right, I immediately think country music, right? What's the reality as a native?
I mean, like outside of Broadway, you're not gonna really hear country music unless you're in like just a white establishment. I mean, we listen to rap music and shit. R&B is pretty heavy there too. Like, it's a pretty good mix of music to listen to. Like, I don't know, the one thing about the black clubs, like most black clubs play like the same type of music. It's not like a variety between Afro beats and like R&B, hip hop, shit like that. Unless you're like willing to travel into the suburbs for real. And that's where you get that variety of sound. But yeah, country music is more like a Broadway thing or like some parts of Demumbrium and not really all parts of Demumbrium, just one. Yeah.
I gotta visit.
It's a cool spot. There's plenty to do. There's plenty to fucking do, for sure.
Y'all see the fan? No. Go to the fan.
So, yeah, man. It was the Mr. Fries, you know what I'm saying? Went into hibernation for a little bit.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Back outside. But, so boom, right? What are some people out there, like music related, or just like artists in general, of all types of talents that we should be hit to, like, you feel me?
From Nashville or just in general?
Just Tennessee.
In Tennessee, like people I would listen to on the regular, outside of like the people on the project, I would say Mike is spelled M-Y-K with an exclamation point. He's pretty cool. He's very versatile. I really fucks with his music in that instant. Qualls, he's pretty cool as well. Deja McBride, I actually listen to her for like those would be like some definitely like some cool listens to outside of the people on the project. And like yeah, everybody on the project has music out. So, and I made that a thing to like either mess with somebody that's about to start releasing or somebody that already has music out, because that also like kind of determines the type of effort you put into yourself. At least in my opinion.
What would you say the overall genre of the tape is?
Hip hop, more like hip hop rap. There's one R&B artist on there, but like even his song is more on like the hip hop scale for even him. Yeah.
Right. So tell me, so like, if you had to pick like, which one would be the club banger? Which one's gonna be the one for the girls? Which one's gonna be like that like getting dressed, you listening to singing music and shit like?
Okay, off of those, I would say the club banger will probably be, I'm gonna say 2 for each. EP or Bang for the club banger. Banger, well, Bang is the one that it sounds more like a New Orleans beat. The one that you did when we was in Cali.
Yeah.
And then EP, that's the Rango beat. That sound kind of Western. For the girls, I would say either Grown Kid, which is the girl in the project. It's a pretty cool song. Or Antoine's song, which is the R&B artist. And then for Getting Up, I would say Say Yes or Anniversary.
That's all right. They gonna be able to make it on the next project?
I don't know. I want to see how this one do before I say yes. I'm committed to a second one. We just gotta see how it go.
Hopefully she blessed me with the opportunity to rap on that motherfucker, bro. I'll be the only North Carolina artist on that motherfucker. We turn that bitch up.
That shit would be cool.
Yeah.
There's definitely some more artists I want to work with. I just, like, one thing I want to get to with producing is, like, being one of those producers that, like, hit you up like, hey, I got a couple beats that I know you fit perfect on, let's make a tape. I don't want to be one of them producer, like, I'm one of 10 other producers on the project. And, like, I think it's something that should really change in general. Like, that's what made hip-hop so unique. It's just having that, like, the versatility came from having one producer and one artist and them having to figure out different ways they can showcase their talents. Versus, like, when you work with so many producers, you can literally handpick what you want to listen to. And sometimes it makes it to where everything sounds the same because you're looking for the same type of beat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, shit, as a new producer, because I just started producing really, like, for people and shit like that. Like, should you think you should be trying to lock in with one artist or just like try to just get hella placements with different artists?
I think you should lock in with one artist. Like, me personally, that's what I kind of did. Like, before Antoine, which is like the artist I work with consistently production wise now, like, it was Sean, which was my first artist, rest his soul. But like, that's what actually got me into producing as an adult, because prior to Sean, I wasn't producing anymore. I took a break for like 2 years. So, like, having that one person that's continuing to, like, motivate you and, like, even critique you in a way. Even though sometimes you gotta take that shit with a grain of salt. But
say iron sharpens iron.
Yeah. Like, you helping him with his skill set or her, and then, like, they're doing the same to you. Like, at least learning the techniques from each other. And, like, building that chemistry is what makes good music.
How do you pick your samples? Like, so I know you sample God, so I'm like, how you pick your samples? Like,
I've had some samples.
Are you a Discord junkie? I'm
No.
a Discord junkie. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm definitely stealing that shit straight off of YouTube.
That's crazy. We're gonna allegedly.
Allegedly, but typically it's based off of what's going on in my life, like on some crazy shit. Like, I might listen to a particular song and like that shit hit because that's what I'm going through. So I'm like, ooh, let me make a beat to it. It's like my way of rapping, because I don't rap. Like, I don't sing or nothing, but like the beats I make, they have some type of feeling towards them. It's not just like, it got a storyline damn near.
You feel like when you DJing, like you putting together your sets and stuff like that, it's like similar, or do you just DJ to the party?
I DJ to like the audience body language. I think it's like a hidden skill that a lot of DJs should like adapt when it comes to like just reading the room. Like, that's kind of what I try to do. And sometimes I've definitely gotten in trouble for shit like that, because like you have to have like a balance between reading the room and also making whoever pays you happy. Like, because even though like whoever pays you might want to listen to like trap music the whole time, you can tell everybody in here just trying to eat.
When you say, you know, who pays you ever work with somebody that you wish you didn't take the money for?
I don't know. I wouldn't really say it like that. There's been plenty of situations where I'm like, damn, this was legit a learning lesson. But if I didn't go through it, I would never learn to listen. And that's kind of how I take it. Like, I could either regret the experience and just hate that I went through that shit, or I could really learn something from it and be like, yeah, I ain't never going through that shit again.
Right. So you said there might be a second project. So if there was a second project, what would you take from this one that you'll do differently on the second one?
I would try to get all the recordings done in one round, because the more you have to reschedule shit, the less people come. Like, especially when it comes to the content aspect, like you could tell which day was the first day, versus which day was the third day. And I will also just make sure to like have agreements with the people I'm working with, and like have an outline of what I expect from everybody. So then it just makes shit less sticky.
Contractually.
Look, we appreciate you coming out from Tennessee. That's real nigga shit, bro. No cap, bro. We fuck with you the long way, bro. Look, this Feed Me Hits, man, sponsored by Fat Boys. Everybody loves Fat Boys, man. We out here with the gang. We got Trin out here from Tennessee. Yeah, y'all pull up, man.